Today we're going to talk about learning Chinese, but most of what I'm about to say can probably also count for other languages. Also note that I'm just talking about my own experience, so if you have a different experience, let me know down in the comments. So when I first started learning Chinese, there were two different methods I could use. The first one was separated. So first you learn radicals, then you learn conversations, and then you learn how to read texts. This method came from Zhang Pengpeng's books Most Common Chinese Radicals, Intensive Spoken Chinese, and Rapid Literacy in Chinese. The joint method came from Conversational Chinese 301, and it combined the three into each chapter instead of having separate books for each one. I think both methods work well, but I chose in the beginning for the separated method because that suited me more. It's easier for me to concentrate on one thing before going on to the next thing. However, now I'm learning at a higher level and I learn all three at the same time. Now what I also noticed, what's really important in learning Chinese, and probably also for every language, is having good motivation. For me, I want to use Chinese in my career later on, so that motivates me to keep going and to reach higher levels. But if you compare that to when I was in high school, when I had to learn French and German and I didn't have a choice, I wasn't very motivated to continue it, to practice it outside of school, and so I've forgotten most of what I've learned back then. If you're serious about learning a language, I suggest trying to find a pen pal if you can't learn it in the country where they speak the language. For instance, when I came back to the Netherlands after the first time I went to China, I went online and I went to Penpals and I found some Chinese friends on there, and some of them I still talk to this day. Of course, once you learn a language, it's important to keep practicing it. Like I said with my French and German in high school, I didn't practice it afterwards, so I forgot most of it. So if you want to learn Chinese, I strongly suggest going to China or going to another Chinese speaking country like Taiwan and try to use what you've learned. It helps if you force yourself into a situation where other people can't speak English. For instance, my Baji Chuan class doesn't have any English speakers in it, so I'm forced to use Chinese. I also joined a tea club and a culture club where most people don't speak English, and that forces you to keep using it, and it also helps you practicing your listening skills. So now that you know about my experience with learning Chinese, I want to know about your experiences. Or if you didn't learn Chinese but another language, tell me about that as well down in the comments. Also remember, if you have any questions, you can post them in the comments and I'll answer them at the end of VEDA. And remember to check out my friend Jenny's Tumblr page where you can find more VEDAers. I'll post a link for that in the description as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!